So for most of us, the path to success is one we kind of learn along the way. We fall, we get back up, we fall, we get back up, and we keep experimenting, trying new things. And it's through this lesson, it's actually through this process that we actually now establish our principles for success. So it's the same thing when you're doing your marketing. We just go the same path. Hi guys, Zoe Msipa here, your favorite digipreneur. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about repetition in marketing, okay, repetitive marketing, and how it is a useful tool in the world of digital marketing, and how it has been used both in traditional and digital marketing. So the issue that brings us to the success and the repetition of marketing in digital marketing is digital marketing requires a lot of remarketing. A number of people don't know this about marketing, digital marketing as per se. Online marketing is that you're looking at 70% of all baskets that are online are abandoned. Not put aside, not saved for later, just abandoned. Somebody comes and they put things in your cart and they leave. It's just the same thing that happens maybe in a real store, but without the actual presence of a person. So then, the same way that these traditional marketers would then solve that problem was then to keep advertising to remind these people before the day arrives, for them to actually get these supplies that they needed. So with digital marketing, it's almost a similar approach, because what happens with digital marketing is this: first of all, I establish who I want, what product I want to sell, and who I want to sell it to. And when I establish it to these people, I must then follow it up repeatedly. It's not just a one-time thing. That's why you find that if you go to a website now, there's cookies. There's a number of ways for you to actually promising leads, and then things just they just disappear or just let go. So the reason why this usually happens is because people have not yet made the decision or are not yet capable of fulfilling their end of the bargain in terms of engaging your services. So what I've seen a number of amazing marketers do in this area now is is now the age where we've entered of remarketing. You find that on websites that you visit, social media pages, different apps that you use, even games now, they actually ask you for permission to track your web traffic, what you normally look at and what you're normally doing. The reason for all these things happening now is so that they can find the most optimal time to engage you in order to engage their product. Because I might have a need right now, I might have a need that is not as immediate, but I know that in the future I will need a certain product. So what do you do with a client? You have different kinds of clients. You have clients that actually have a need that they need to fulfill right now. There are people that have a need that they will need to fulfill in the later future, or people who have already experienced that need and actually thinking, oh no, I should just have this just in case something happens. So, and then maybe the fourth one would be people who don't see it as a need or of any use at all, the service or the product. So today what we're going to be focusing on is the people who see the need but are only able to engage you at a later phase. How do you then lock those people to then not go to your competition or somebody who might arise along the way with the similar products or services as yours? This is what remarketing is for. In remarketing, basically what we do is this: we have an established list of clients or outlets who basically want our services or subscribed to at least our newsletter or any form of following in terms of our products and services. So it's actually important that it's actually important that you understand that the first thing they are in need of your services, or they will be need later on. So now, well, how do we keep them engaged? Remarketing uses a few tools. You have your email. That is your most basic, your most basic and your most friendly tool when it comes to remarketing. A lot of American companies use this. If you sign up for anything online, whether it's a book, it's a book subscription, it's a book club, it's just a normal YouTube page, or somebody's personal page. Usually what people have is a monthly newsletter or a weekly newsletter, allowing people and updating people on the services and products that they have, or maybe weekly promotions. That's what they usually use their emails for. If you've seen those 20% off, 30% off, don't miss this big bonanza, you know. So basically in this setup with the emails, what I love about them is that it's very simple to set. You have your nice long list of emails, all your emails that you will, all your clients over there. That's why it's actually very important for anyone in business. Anyone in business should have an email list. Even if not all your clients have emails, even if not all your clients have phone numbers, you should have a client list that has their emails, their phone numbers, or any form of contact that you can find them on, so that you can enter them into your customer database. They may not be active at the time in terms of purchases, but it does open for you an option in the future. This is where now it does open up an option for you in the future, that when you're doing your remarketing, you already have an established list. Unlike now, when you now have to every time you're looking for new business, you have to go outside and look at prospects. The best place to actually look before you go look for new prospects is actually in your client book. You should be able to see, no, I lost service this client here, there and there. There might be need of my service. But I digress. Well, going back now to our email list. The email, the tool, the email list can also be combined together with the SMS list, because bulk emails and bulk SMSs are now something that go hand in hand. Although bulk emails do give a better option because they have more direct sales allocated to them, they have more direct messaging, they can carry more information, and they're a bit more organized in terms of what's this presentation. SMSs are advantageous in terms of they reach people faster and they grab attention. No matter what a person is doing, if the SMS comes in, they will look at it. Even if it wasn't relevant for what they wanted, they will definitely look at it. Emails take a bit of a longer time to notice because people's email lists are usually long and there's usually a lot of things happening. But the nice thing about the SMS is it's right there. So with an SMS, the SMS what I would actually recommend most people do is that you compose an SMS that actually has your services and a link and a web link to actually go find the full details of your services, because you don't have enough options or characters in the bulk SMS option. Then you find other options like call centers. Call centers are now, it's actually not even a new phenomenon. Call centers have been around for years. They've basically been how information is sent around from I wouldn't want to say millennia because that's a bit too long. I think for the past 2 centuries actually, because they're the easiest way, they're the most established way. They're the most established way of contact. Call centers, because of things like the yellow page. When you look at things like the yellow page and things like that, but call centers are more like now product orientated. If you know of any call centers around your area that are willing to actually take in your product and present it for you, that is another option if you have that budget. But if you don't, a call center is something that you can start managing and creating of your own at your own pace. Like I said, you go back to our email list, our SMS list, and our phone number list. All those things are very important because nowadays we have tools like WhatsApp that you don't need any actual airtime to actually call people. If you're to dedicate yourself to an hour a day of calling people via WhatsApp and telling them about your new products, or even bulk SMSing them, bulk messaging them on WhatsApp Messenger, is also possible. And it's also a very good way of protecting your houses, of allowing people to get to your brand quickly as compared to other methods that are still that are a bit more limited, like SMSs. I'd actually recommend WhatsApp messaging more than SMSs. Although SMSs in terms of Africa and in terms of Lesotho especially, SMSs would be a bit more effective than WhatsApp messages at the moment. Because unless if you're selling something that's online, if you want people to talk to you and communicate with you immediately, SMSs are usually, people read them, but I don't think they regard them as much. I prefer WhatsApp. Because WhatsApp, you're more in control, and once the person is on your contact list, they can always return back to you quickly or whenever they get a chance. But whereas with SMS, it's a bit of a hassle unless if they're calling you directly. But which is also an advantage in some areas. It means that those people with phones which are not capable of WhatsApp or social media can also still reach you. That's why we still have the SMS group. And the number of the African adult elderly population use devices that do not have WhatsApp or Facebook or things like that. It's because it's very new technology towards them and towards their generation. It's something that they're still resisting, but they're actually learning really well. I'm actually proud of a lot of old people. They've actually started coming on Facebook. You're finding now your aunts and your grandmothers there. It's kind of scary, but getting back to the main issue, remarketing is a very good tool for getting.
Hi, my name is Monique and I am part of the hospitality group here at Letsatsi. So my work over here is to check that the departments run smoothly with the other managers and help out wherever I can. Can I start? Okay, so the activities that you guys can do here is the game drives, the bushwalks, we've got quad bikes, and we've also got walking trails you'd like, and the most famous one, the sunset drive. So we've got a swimming pool and a kiddies play area where all of you can just relax, have a nice beverage alongside the pool area, and then we've also got the beautiful chalets and our bush camps as well. We also have the hunting here, so you guys can just send us a message over WhatsApp or email and we can give you the prices. And
where are you guys located actually?
We're located right next to Smithfield, so just about 25 kilometers outside of Smithfield. Yes.
And you were saying about the hunting?
So the hunting is very nice. You guys can get a package deal where you we send you the prices, you book accommodation, and we take our guides with you, and you go hunt, take beautiful pictures with your buck, and have fabulous food afterwards.
So it's Zoe here. Great to see you guys. It's been a while. Basically, what I'm going to be doing this season of digital marketing and Zoe 101 and a couple of my other channels is basically I'm going to be showing you different places I go about and different businesses, how they're able to execute what they're doing in terms of marketing, also in terms of just seeing established places, man. You know, it's always a good thing to learn from people who established themselves over the years. When I have a couple of interviews from people who are already in the industry, a couple of managers, you know, also small entrepreneurs, and I'm gonna find out what really makes it tick, what's really making it happen in Africa, you know, Southern Africa, Africa as a whole. Hopefully we get some international guests that are beyond our continent of Africa